starting now. Yeah, cool. Okay, so yeah, so I'll end the other stream and punt you guys over to the new stream, or just click on that link if you don't get transported. But yeah, so basically we're gonna play as we're gonna be using the Bretonnian Knight career. Because it's the one that makes you the most powerful warrior, basically, apart from the blood dragons. But I feel like blood dragons doesn't really go with a Norscan chaos warrior kind of thing, because chaos warriors and undead are kind of anathema to each other. But yeah, so we're going to go as Bretonnian Knight, although Ground Knight's probably not really down with chaos either. But yeah, I feel like the Ground Knight kind of works as a chaos champion. They're really into faith and praying all the time and stuff, which is pretty cool, because the chaos warriors are really religious as well in their own, messed up chaos way. When you level the Bretonnian Knight, eventually you get really powerful in combat, and you also make your champions really powerful in combat as well. But the thing that's going to make this campaign really cool is the self-found factor. So we have to discuss what the exact rules are, but essentially where we're going so far is that you can't you can't get any, you can only get equipment by fighting in battle or by winning it in tournaments. And we can so it's going to be pretty interesting. And we can do blacksmithing, but we're only with materials that we've won in combat, essentially. So there'll be only very limited blacksmithing going on. But yeah, that should be interesting as well. And so yeah, so finding ingots for blacksmithing might take up a fair bit of my time. But yeah, so I think our backstory is that we're basically a Norscan barbarian that no one will trade with, so we can't buy stuff. And so we can only eat like meat, essentially. Yeah, it should be interesting. I'm not sure what else should I say in the intro? I don't know. Oh, if you haven't seen this game before, it's called Bannerlord. Yeah, check. You can get it for I'm not sure if it's on Steam, on discount on Steam at the moment, but you can get it from Instant Gaming, usually really cheap. I can get a link for that if anyone wants my affiliate link, so I can get $2 for it. But even you just Google it, it's yeah, you should be able to get it pretty cheap from there. And then this is the Old Realms mod, which you get from the Steam Workshop. I'm using Detailed Character Creator mod, which just allows you to like move around some of the sliders and stuff to make your character a little bit more personalized, All right, so yeah, I don't know, let's just get into it, I guess. Sorry. Is it difficult to mod Bannerlords with the Old World mod? It's been years since I dabbled. It looks like fun. Oh yeah, it's a bit involved. You gotta put in like 4 mods. Yeah, just read the instructions, follow the instructions. I found it pretty simple. You can always melt down tournament weapons and high level weapons. Oh yeah, we'll be smelting those down for sure. Okay, so we're gonna make our Norscan barbarian champion. This will be him. And we starting out his career as young as you can be. Yeah, the first time you boot it up, it takes a long time to load. We'll start off moderately swole, and then as the powers of chaos take us over, we'll just become like, maybe not that swole. We'll become more and more swole. Is the plan. And yeah, we're just average height at the moment, but we'll get more. Well, we're pretty tall, but we'll get even bigger later on, for sure. And we've got a pretty good beard. Do we want to have more wild Some more wild berserker here. There's this one. This kind of looks pretty barbaric. Probably the most barbaric one. Yeah, we'll go for that one. All right. And now we're going to be... We want to get lots of roguery points so that we can loot stuff, because we're going to go for self-found. So normally when I get to this part of the character generation, I go through all the manual. So if we have a look at the manual, and you look at go to look at the perks section, career and perks, and then you check out the perks of your chosen career. So we're going to be using the Bretonnian Knight, which is the closest one to Chaos Warrior in my opinion. Sorry, we're getting there. Knights of Bretonnia, here we go. And yeah, basically what I'm looking for is stuff that scales. So it says it scales every point in for riding to make your couched lance attack more, but we're not going to really use couched lance, too knightly for us. 10% extra physical damage scales with one-handed skill. So if we want to level up our one-handed skill to level up the damage. Well, I'm not sure if it says ability scales. I'm not sure if that means it's going to give you an extra 10%. I don't think it is. I think it means the ability scales as in this 0.1% chance of your lance couching scales, which is useless to us. We don't really care about that. Ability now scales with polearm. Again, we don't really care about that. Nightly charge gives 20% physical resistance. Yeah, that's pretty good. Ability duration scales with polearm and riding, so that's good. We want the duration to last a long time. Lance attack scales with two-handed. We don't care about that. Reduce nightly charge. Just looking for scaling. Scales with faith. Ability scales with faith. And when active, you get plus 20% holy damage and regen. I think when it says ability scales, I'm not sure, but I think I'm not sure if it's saying like we're going to get more plus 20% holy damage and health regen, and if we've got really high faith, we get even more holy damage and more health regen. That's what I sort of initially thought because of the language, but I think it just means ability scales with faith just means your lance doesn't fucking bounce off more. Like it just makes your chance of your couched lance staying couched, which is the essential function of it, you know. That's all. I think that's the only thing that scales. And then it says ability scales with leadership, and it propagates from all your companions to units in a 5-minute race. So again, the scaling. So I guess what I'm trying to say is like none of the scaling. I don't care about any of the scaling with this character because I think all the scaling does is makes your lance stay couched when you do a couched lance attack, which I'm not planning on using. So basically, the only thing I care about is the duration. Is the duration that you get in clan tier 2. Duration scales with polearm and riding. So yeah, basically that's the only part of it, the only scaling that I really care about, I think, just to make the duration last longer. So yeah, so anyway, so coming back to our character generation. So polearm and riding. So riding is endurance, and also endurance gives us athletics, which gives us more hit points eventually if we can get it up really, really high. And what else? Yeah, basically that's it. Oh, and vigor so we can get high polearm. And I want to get really high cunning so we can get massive amounts of roguery. But it's because it's self-found, I think roguery is going to be like absolutely the most important thing. So we need to try to get that up. So we're going to start off as an outlaw. We're a you know, chaos marauder, basically, primarily living in the wilderness and living by like killing and raiding weak southerners. And this gives us social, no, man-at-arms, vigor. Vigor could be okay. Gives us polearm, which we want, two-handed, which we want. Siege I don't really care about, but that's not bad. Yeah, Man at Arms is good stats wise. Wanted criminal, bow skill. Bow skill's going to be pretty useful if we can find a bow. Tactics. It gives us more cunning. It gives us more tactics. I don't know if we need tactics really at all. Shepherd, endurance, polearm, throwing. Not bad. What was Wanted Criminal again? So Wanted Criminal's got basically everything that we want except for 1 point wasted in tactics. And Man at Arms has got basically everything we want except for 1 point wasted in engineering. But I mean, both tactics and engineering are kind of useful, but they're not things we want to really focus on. Yeah, I might go for Wanted Criminal because we're, as I said, we're a Norscan berserker hunted by civilized men, and our starting profession will be a knight errant. So we're going to be in the Knight of Bretonnia career. All right, so we're going to play Bannerlord, Iron Man mode, so no saves or anything, and yeah, just into it. Are we going to be the Schwarzwolf clan? This is what Merknar did when Merknar retired and Valkyr took over in the other Shield Wall campaign. This is where Merknar went. He went to start his career as a mighty self-found Iron Price Viking. So we got to play the Iron Price for everything. So we only get the only items we get are the things that we can fight to win. Where's my Schwarzwolf? Oh, there it is. The Black Wolf. Schwarzwolf. I don't know how to pronounce it. Merknar. Should it be Merknar or Merknir? Will be Merknar. All right, so this is gonna be painful, but oh, actually, oh, wait, what do we use money for? Oh, we can use money to get companions. We have to pay our companions with money, so we can trade. Fuck, if we fight that dude, we'll get wrecked for sure. How much money we got? 1,000 gold. think it's better than this weapon, right? What's the length? Length 104, 71 swing. Length 104, 61 swing. Oh no, this one's better actually. Okay, can recruit a couple of knights. I'm not sure whether these knights would follow me though, since I'm a some miscreant marauder. I guess these are just like criminal, nefarious knights that I've convinced to follow me. Alright, I'm gonna spend all my money on knights, so we're completely broke. Hopefully 6 knights can take out 14 of these guys.
Under my orders! The lady loserons!
Ah, fuck me.
Onwards, men! Army! En avant! Loserons! Chargez!
Oh, nice. I just impaled some dude with my couched lance. There's a few casualties there. I like this terrain, just nice open field. You can just ride around and lance peasants at will. Nice. Merknar. My guy says Merknar sometimes when he kills people. Victory! My first taste of blood in battle. Slaves. Bow or throwing weapons? I think he's gonna go bow. Well, I guess he'll just go with whatever he can use. I got 2 points in bow from my starting class, so I feel like that's probably going to be the way to go. There's really powerful bows in this mod, but there's no good throwing weapons. But yeah, I'm mainly going to focus on. I'm probably not going to put any skill points into bow, but I might just, because I've already got 2 skill points in it, I might just use it.
Hello, traveller. Hope you're...
I know the bows the only bows we're going to get at the start are going to be terrible. So.
On my command! Cover the ground! Oh.
Fuck. Sorry. I got wrecked. Oh, well, hopefully these knights that I hired, these nefarious, ill-fated knights, that have thrown their lot in with the filthy Norskin. I think that river's going to screw us up because they slow down when they go up the river. And that's going to potentially make us lose one of our knights. But no, maybe we'll be alright. 2 knights, 3 knights. Oh shit. See what I mean? Oh fuck. Yeah, I mean, I guess mead Me dying didn't help much either. If this knight dies, I'm fucked. Well, I invested all my money in knights. Whew. Sir Chad. I'm keeping this guy. I'm paying this guy double. He looks happy, doesn't he? Now I'm sacking all the other ones. Especially these dead ones. Those 3 dead ones are all sacked. We've got 2 knights. Alright, what do we got here? A mighty shield. A fine Spangenhelm. Indeed. They need to pay severance. 9 armor boots. Impenetrable. Impenetrable foot armor. Right, my armor level's gone up to insane levels now. Not really. Alright. Well, the wages bill is a lot better now that most of our guys died. But yeah, that sucked. Can't really afford to hire new guys. Alright, let's go. I guess we go to town and sell our slaves. Did we get any food? We did not get any food. It's gonna hurt morale. How do I get horses? Oh, I didn't sell my prisoners. God damn it. Can't really afford to... We're gonna have to hire on as a hired sword with somebody, I think. I've got to level up. Horse? Scouting? Roguery. Yeah, we need to get roguery up to like 5, just straight away. Sell your horse and the armor. We can't buy anything with it though. It's we're doing self-found, right? So I'll just put that. I'll just pin this comment so that we can remember what the rules are. I think that's basically the only rule is, right? We just can't buy any items. That's it. We can hire dudes. Which weapon is the best for leveling smithing? It's the glaive polearm, yes. It depends. There's a few different schools of thought on that, Stephen Hill. But yeah, if you want to copy the way that I do it, yeah, I use I make wood. I start off making. Well, if you probably already passed this level, but to get started, the best weapon. The glaive polearm is not the best weapon for leveling smithing. The glaive polearm is the best for making money. So if you want to make money easily, get rolling with making money with smithing fast and easily, and just be able to do it conveniently throughout the whole campaign at a medium level. then yeah, getting up to the glaive. Once you can make good quality ones, they'll make about 18. They'll be worth about 18,000 gold, and they don't use very much materials. And you can get there really fast because you can make wooden pole arms that just only use wood. Yeah, so it's like a convenient way to do it. If you want to level up smithing, in vanilla, I usually go for two-hander, but and it's, well, I don't know, glaive's fine as well, but I feel like two-hander is kind of better because it gives you more options for making higher difficulty weapons and stuff like that. So it can be more useful for leveling up smithing. But yeah, you can do it with glaives as well. Just with the glaive though, if you were trying to level smithing, you wouldn't use the money pole. You'd use like a tier 5, tier 4 or 5 parts, and fill out all the parts to make it like more difficult and stuff. Like once you get like, yeah, like you'll change what weapon you use depending on what level your smithing is as you go up. Is just raw stats that helps with gold, or is it difficulty? Helps with gold. What are we talking about? Oh, selling items. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a combination, but yeah, swing damage, swing damage seems like the biggest thing, and length and stuff, stats and stuff can help as a little bit as well. But also I think more expensive maybe helps a bit as well. And also if it has more options, like with the money pole, the reason why the money pole makes so much money is because it's got some tier 5 parts. So it's pretty high tier, but it also can be couched. It also can be braced. It also can knock people off horses, and it can be used one-handed and two-handed. So it's got like every single secondary ability as well. I think that's why it's so expensive for its relatively meager cost, But you could probably make a two-handed sword that's worth like, 30,000-40,000 gold if you made like. The other thing about it is that you can't make a legendary item unless the average of the parts of the item are like tier 4.5. Like you have to have like mostly tier 4 and 5 parts and like no tier 3 parts to be able to make a legendary item. And you can make a legendary item, I think, at any skill level. I'm not sure if there's a minimum. But once you get over 250 or whatever, you can make it more often. And so, yeah, if you make an item that's legendary, it'll be worth a shitload more money. But you can't make a money pole legendary because it's got like one tier 5 part, one tier 4, one tier 3, and one tier 0 part. So its average tier is too low. The most you can make is balanced. You can't make even master crafted. So yeah, so if you use that's what I'm saying, with you use like two-handed swords, you've got like, it'll take you a lot longer to get rolling fully because there's so many more material, so many more recipes that you've got to unlock to fully unlock two-handers. But there's so many different options. You've got like good weapons for money, good weapons for experience, good weapons for cheap ingots to make good money from cheap ingots, good recipes for good ingots with good money, recipes for fucking everything, and yeah. But for leveling, the best thing to do is make a whole party of smiths. So you have a whole party of smiths, everyone does smithing. You don't need to invest a lot of points into smithing, but everyone helps with the smithing, and you need to be you want as big of a group of companions as possible. So don't worry about it too much until you get your rank up more, so you got more dudes to smith, and then you smith like crazy until you unlock the perk that lets you smelt for half price, for half stamina, and then you make shit with all your other dudes, and then you smelt it with your main character, and your main character will be able to get way more experience by smelting than he can by making. And then eventually you get another one that reduces the cost of all smithing by half again. So it's like half cost for smelting and half cost for all smithing. So smelting now only costs you a quarter cost. And by that time, you can have like 10 companions, including all your family members, have all of them make as many items as they can in a day, and you'll be able to smelt all of that stuff with just your main character. And then he'll still have more stamina left over to just smith some more shit himself as well. So that's the way to level up smithing as fast as possible, is like use your other guys to make stuff and your main character to smelt. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. We aren't going to be doing any of that in this campaign because we are not going to have enough materials to be able to do it. We can't really fight because we're wounded at the moment. Our 2 knights are ready to go back again. We can ride around a little bit and just get some. Fuck. Oh shit. I'm a bit banged up. I need some medicine skill. I wish there was like little parties of like 3 beastmen that you could fight, so you could steal their bow and arrow. These Bretonnian outlaws have bow and arrows, but they'll probably shoot the shit out of us and we'll die. Should not be ideal. Oh yeah, we can get our perks. 10% extra melee damage, that should make us level up slightly, you know, minusculely slightly faster. Alright, I don't know if I should go back and try and... How many dudes do you think I can take on with like 50% health? Could hire some more dudes. What happened then? I just leveled up again. From just like leadership or whatever. Alright. I feel like we need more medicine. Because we're gonna get wounded a lot. Right, I'm gonna have 40. I've got 40 extra max hit points now. Got 140. So hopefully we'll be a little bit more durable.
We're not looking for a fight.
Under my order! Ready to be! Loose
I didn't charge fast enough. Yeah, this map's not good for us. Too hilly.
Wait, Sir King!
Kick him out to get a bit more. Oh! What the fuck? You just get mostly wrecked. What was that? Just like overhand, two-handed axe to the face or something? I feel like our knights are gonna get hurt because this hill's like they can't get good speed because of the hill.
Victory is ours!
I just beat the snot out of Thorek as Khalida, pushed him all the way through the valley to his capital, and gave him the ultimatum: die today in your hold, known as the dwarf who succumbed to fragile skeletons, or pay me tribute, become my vassal, and I'll let you live and keep one other settlement. He chose life. Nice. That's a cool story. Alright. 5 nights and I'm on 1% health. Well, at least that point I put into medicine is paying off already. Party's starving. Yeah, oh well, look, we're just gonna have to have low morale. Wait, oh, if we have 0 morale, will my guys leave me? Probably will. Maybe if I can keep morale up by... If I keep up morale up by fighting...
You got a problem?
Did our morale didn't go up. We had a glorious victory. Surely our morale should go up.
We're not looking for a fight.
Uh-oh. We're too wounded to fight, so we're just gonna let my guys fight for me. I think we got 1 morale out of that. Yeah, we got 1 morale. Wow. Just lost 5 morale though. I'm starving. Yeah. How do we get food? The only way to get food really is to fight beastmen and they have heaps of meat. But yeah, we can't take on a beastman party. I can I have to sign on with a I think I have to sign on with a I have to sign on with a Bretonnian nobleman for a while and hope that they kill some beastmen. Oh, actually, maybe I should go to... I'll try and sign on with a wood elf lord. With the blessing of Loic. See if I can work for a wood elf.
Yours is not.
No, I think we have to go work for a I think you have to go work for a Bretonnian knight. I think you can only work for... I don't think I can heal until I get food. So I think we're gonna have to go and fight as a mercenary for a while. At least until we can heal up, maybe get our morale up again. Yeah, this is hard. Alright. Try and find a Bretonnian lord to... Actually, if I go down here maybe, near the beastmen. Yeah, well, there's a beastman herdstone here. So we'll go down and try and find a Bretonnian lord near the beastman herdstone that we can fight for. Then we'll heal. I think if we join his party, we'll heal. Hopefully. Yeah, try and join this guy Jacques. I'm helping with my 0 troops to fight. Oh wow. What? What? we just like I just cruised in all like wounded, starving, and like and then just like signed up to help out with the battle, and then at the end of the battle they're dividing up the loot and they're like everyone gets an equal share, including that hobo that just dragged himself in. It's like I'm taking all that shit. Boom. Huzzah. I can't carry it, but I'm taking it.
Yours is not a face I know.
Alright, I'm now a hireling. I'm a hireling with a shitload of food. Oh, glory. So much glory. Look at all this stuff we have. Look at all these things. I have items. This is amazing. You can't buy, but you can sell all the food. I can't sell that food. Why would I sell that food? I can't buy food. It's irreplaceable. The problem with this no buying things is we can't buy horses. This is like last time we did like a full iron price campaign, we made the exception that you can buy horses. Because you constantly need, like especially when you're changing your party size all the time, you constantly need more horses and less horses and more horses again. And yeah, so it's sort of, yeah, like artificially slows down the game, I suppose, when you know, don't have horses. Oh yeah, so we can practice one-handed, charm, riding, steward, or faith. I guess faith. Faith is probably the hardest to level up out of those. Riding is probably the most important right now. Because we want to get that 2% party speed. Although right now, we'll never really use the party speed because we'll be, you know, too overburdened. You can change the rules for only smithing items and gear. Horses and food should be exempt from, so the game can progress. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I am pretty excited about this food that I got, which I would not care about at all if I didn't have, you know. I feel like if you just had an exemption for horses, that's probably the main thing. Food's okay. You can always harvest beastmen to get more food. What's our steward? 0. I guess writing. Would you, most bad, would you prefer light horse armor or heavier stuff early game? I always go for the heaviest horse armor I can get. So in this game, I usually hire knights and then kill them and take their horse armor, which is like 72 armor or something. It's pretty high. But yeah, I don't know. I think heavier horse armor does actually slow your horse down, doesn't it? But I don't know. I just still go for the heaviest. I basically always want to have the heaviest armor I can have on my horse, because and I always take the perk that gives your horse 20% extra hit points as well. Basically, you don't want your horse.
Me!
If you don't want your horse dying under you, because you know you're much more likely to die if your horse dies. How about we vote on it? We'll do a democracy. So basically, yeah, horses, being able to buy horses does speed up the game a bit, I think. The thing, food, I don't mind food, because even though it's a pain in the ass trying to get food, like you can actually just kill beastmen and get food, so it's sort of alright. But with horses, it's like, how do you get horses, you know? Like, the only way to get horses is to, like, fight Bretonnian knights, I guess. But if you get, like, killed or whatever, then you ain't going to be able to get any more horses. So, yeah, I sort of feel like you should have an exception for horses. But, I mean, it does feel kind of more hardcore to just have it be completely self-found. The quest where you have to defend the village gives you 16 horses. Okay. Is that like a viable thing to do when you're like, you know, just by yourself or whatever? Well, I guess you don't need to be by yourself. You could, if we could go and hire some dudes to help us. There's not many, I feel like there's not many village quests in this mod as well. Got one.
Go!
Got another one. I don't know. See, if we just go like completely self-found where we can't buy anything, I feel like it makes it more hardcore and grueling. But it makes it also more satisfying. Yeah. And it makes us like work harder to try to find all these methods of getting things. So like, I wouldn't have given a shit about that quest if it wasn't for that. So is it all, so any quest to defend any village will give us horses, or is it a specific one, like you gotta do it for a village that has horses maybe? Like, there's only villages that produce horses that do it? It is 60 gold a day. Sure, I'll put another point in Put another point in medicine because we get wrecked all the time. Travel to the portal, Chaos Portal alone and join the battles against Chaos. Perhaps you can get some horses and good gear. You reckon? If we get 2 pieces of wood, it'd be pretty sweet. Imagine how long it's going to take to try to get our blacksmithing up. With like 3 pieces of wood. And they're like, alright, I'll get these 3 pieces of wood. Smith some shit out of it. I don't get a share of the loot. What? Yeah. It sucks. Your pointy elf chin sticks through the face cover. Should I join battle? I'm nearly about to get... Alright, fine. We're gonna be more cautious this time.
Enemy! Yeah!
What the hell? These guys are... Yeah. I feel like this is extremely dangerous behavior. I'm gonna try not to get wounded. That's the mission. Did a bit of damage. Got my licks in. Yet another perk. Alright, that's a 50%. I think my my strategy to
Under my orders!
hang out near the beastmen here is a good idea. This is the most action I've gotten ever, like when I've been working as a hireling as well. Just getting like battle after battle. Oh yeah, what did I say the campaign was out of for Warhammer? It was Norska or Dark Elves, that's right. Oh, what? Thought I was gonna get Minotaur for a second. Ah, I missed. Oh, shit. Oh, damn it, all those Bretonnian peasants in the way. Look at all my items. Going to look at them again.
Under my command!
Oh shit. Jesus. But they were still like getting into position and we're gonna fire any arrows. I can't afford to take arrows. I've managed to get myself up to 65% health. Too afraid to go in there in case I take any damage. Okay, just when his back's turned, I give him a little stab. Let's get some attacks of opportunity there. Oh, bro, get the fuck! The Minotaur just turned around and plonked me with his giant axe. Don't know how I survived that axe blow. Maybe it was because I was too close to him and the pole hit me instead of the axe blade. I can sell well, yeah, I can't really carry this meat, so Just sell most of this food. Can sell this horse barding. Because I don't need the armored horse, but then this saddle horse I can pull it out to use it for weight, and then I can put it away again to make it safe. So if I get captured, it won't get destroyed. What's the top tier soldier in this Warhammer mod? Tier 9. Yeah, tier 9 is the highest. They don't have bloodthirsters. No, they don't have bloodthirsters yet. They got minotaurs and tree men. They're the two big guys. I just avoid. So much combat. This is like the most combat I've ever had as a hireling. If I had like armor and stuff, so I could actually fight without getting wrecked, that would be pretty good. Excuse me. I'm pretty sleepy. I think I might have to go and have a sleep and pick this up tomorrow. But yeah, I'm liking the start of this journey. Like, it's going to be, you know, a long burn journey. To take a long time for us to get anywhere with this playthrough. But we've already done a previous Bretonnian Night Chaos playthrough. So if you want, you know, the faster version, you can check that out. But I think this will be like, you know, it'll be satisfying because it takes so long, you know. But yeah, I'll just yeah, I'll save it there, and yeah, we can pick this up next time. Trying to get 15,000 gold for our first companion is going to take a while, but once we get there, I'm sure it'll be satisfying. But yeah, so I think the only thing, yeah, I'm not sure whether I want to change the rules slightly to allow buying horses. I think it might be massively annoying with the horses, but I don't know, we'll just leave it as self-found only for now, and I don't know, we can discuss it next time. If you guys think, yeah, if you think I should allow buying horses or not, just let me leave a comment on the video, or message me on Discord or whatever. Anyways, and yeah, same thing for tomorrow's Warhammer campaign. If you got any ideas for a theme or a storyline, or you know, whatever. But yeah, probably be either Norska traveling around the world, trying to get all our technologies and stuff, and or you know, Malekith or Hellebrand, one or the other, doing like trying to build a big dark elf empire. So yeah, look out for one of those tomorrow. Alright, I'll see if I can check a host over to somebody if anyone's streaming. I think PZA was on earlier. No, he's not on there. Yeah, there's a few people playing Bannerlord, but none of them have redirect privileges on YouTube. So yeah, if you just go into YouTube and just Google Bannerlord and then choose the filter for live, then yeah, you should be able to find some people playing. The real Zito is playing Mordheim on Twitch. So I'll chuck a host over to him. He's only got a pretty small channel, I think. So if you want to, yeah, chuck him some support. You know, he's part of our community. So, and he's yeah, playing Mordheim, but in tournament. So yeah, go check it out. it's like PvE. Like you do PvE and then you level up and then you fight other people in PvP, but there's no permanent injuries or anything from the PvP. And then you go and do PvE and level up some more and then fight another player again. It's yeah, it's pretty cool. I'll chuck a link over for the I'll chuck a link for the YouTube people as well if you're interested. Go say hi to the real Zito and say hi from me. All right, guys. I'll catch you next time.